Good day, Brayden, and welcome to your full moon in Scorpio mini reading. So, we are going to be getting into what you released during the full moon in Scorpio, what you're going to be replacing or using that released energy or freed up energy to develop within yourself, right? And then where you headed next. I know that you are probably going to watch Carolyn's with her, and then she'll probably watch yours with you. You know what? I didn't even realize the decks I picked right before I did the session. So whatever, let's get into this. I love doing sessions for you guys all the time. It's like such a well blended flow. Like she's over here working on this, you're on this, but somehow they're like coming together. You guys give me a lot more hope for the couples. Because lately it's been rough. Like I even sat down and I prayed about it because I was like, I think I am going to open up couple Zoom sessions like this because that's the best way to do it. I do so many sessions where somebody comes to me for one party and not the other. And it's like I can give you insight over here, but if your partner was to listen to this too, or to allow me to like trigger what needs to be triggered for you guys to merge like you two have, it would be way more productive. Now, why is this included in your reading? Because there's something that you two are supposed to be doing together. I know at the end of Carolyn's reading, Caroline, whatever. Tomato, tomato, right? Uh, there was a part about getting back out into community, being a leader of some sort. She can only do that when you are in your right energy. So let's find out what just got shed for you and what is the complementary energy you'll be having in to balance her stuff. Channeling is weird. I'm like, oh, and I can hear. So, what did Brayden release during the full moon in Scorpio? Uh, so, in the same way that Caroline was holding the super independent part of herself to herself, you were keeping the perfectionist part of yourself as the main centerpiece. Let me show you. So the cards was obsession, masquerade, hiding self. But in this case, it feels like the energy of the one who has it all together. Like you were determined to kick life in the teeth by always having everything together. Like there's the end part of the formation song. The best revenge is your paper. It's like whatever happened to you during your childhood, whatever your life was, whether it was poverty or you being mistreated, although it feels like maybe there were some things you wanted that you didn't get when you were younger, but whatever the case may have been, you created this terminator, this identity, this personality, right? That gets it done. But you've been running on the fumes, or you had been running on the fumes of that revenge. The best revenge is your paper. Success is the way I will show everybody. But what about the soft, loving, caring person underneath of that, right? So that's why this part of yourself is what had to be washed away or triggered or moved, right? You had to share your imperfection or be okay with the fact that you're not going to have it together for everybody all the time. And it's okay for you to have days when you crash out too. You released the blockages that stopped you from being human, is what it felt like you were a statue or a pillar for other people to look up to. But that even became like a thing that you had to look up to or to live up to, the pedestal you had put yourself on. That's a lot of pressure. Goodbye, pressure. So let's see what new traits will be taking the place of this one that just got released for Brayden. What new traits will be developing? Like the right to your own softness. I knew it. Didn't I say the right to your own softness? So both of you are learning to be vulnerable in different ways. She's learning to be vulnerable with her warrior self, and you're learning to be vulnerable with like your intimate. This is your feminine balancing out because look at all this. the hedonist, the visionary, and that has to do with your feminine gifts, your ability to see things before they come. And then this intimacy over here. Uh, if you guys were a gay guy couple, I'd be saying in a relationship, you're usually the top, but you're going to learn how to bottom today. That's what this is. And if your partner is the top, they're gonna hold on. If it's the bottom, they're gonna learn how to top because she was coming into her masculine. I should not chew a fingernail during this session. It just popped out like get that out your mouth. So learning to enjoy life more, to be okay with letting your hair down, to say, okay, I have a schedule, but you know what? I need to take some things off of this schedule because you might get into cooking more, skincare stuff more. And it's so funny because I felt that off of this. It's like your delicateness needs to be nurtured. Y'all have already mastered the other principle or modality. So y'all are now in a sort of switch dynamic. But it's coming to the same, like two mirror pieces coming together, right? Because the more that your partner shifts into the empowerment, because the problem over there was like a distorted masculine, maybe from bad role models or being forced to do things on her own all the time. That was distorted. Now it's going to be healthy masculine. And yours was, it's like you had to cape for females. You had to be the defender for other people, but that puts you more into your masculine and you did not nurture the part of you that is okay with being loved or taken care of or shielded or any of that stuff. And that was the thorn in the relationship and the dynamic, just energetically throwing off the balance. So where is Brayden heading next? Brayden got it next. To develop a new passion or to open yourself back up sexually. This is some dirty texting. There's no way around it. I'm going to show you, right? So the fifth house is the house of true love and like deep romance and right getting swept off your feet. Don't forget in your partner's pile that knight in shining armor popped up, right? But then the eighth house, which is actually like sex, popped up. But then exploration was next. And then the Mercury is the messages. So y'all might actually do, if y'all aren't already into switching, it's going to take a new level here. But opening yourself up in ways that you weren't able to before. Learning to talk about the sexual energy between you two, coming into balance with that, what you like, what you don't like, what works against you. What have you noticed is starting to develop? What are you curious about? What did you cut off in the beginning that you didn't try? This is going to be a recalibration of your root chakra in order to bring you back into I am enough as I am energy. I do not have to be perfect. I do not have to take on everything on my own because I have a partner who is fully capable as well that allows me in so that we can work together harmoniously. So y'all both had a root chakra issue based upon previous survival patterns, but that affected your sexuality and the way that y'all were coming into union. So all of this stuff is coming together. What was removed, what is about to be replaced is going to be a new layer of like positive energy that reinvigorates your sex life. Bottom line. And that energy that comes through having like amazing sex is going to spread through everything else. Like your whole life is going to be better. You're just going to be bathed in the energy of love and prosperity. So have fun with that, guys.